So kind of a short video today, I think. We'll see. Well, my biggest concern regarding the sky earlier was that, well, okay, I'd flipped, from the dark blue area to over here, putting the dark blue area. I didn't quite lighten this up enough. And I still ended up with this column of light just too central over the cabins. Please ignore the brown cloud right now. The thing may disappear. It's certainly going to change color. Again, I'm not going to worry about those decisions until I have to. I want more information on the canvas before I decide how to soften it, change it, move it, adapt it, or remove it. So I thought, okay, let's really emphasize the idea of having these deep blue colors here. I've organized some of these clouds now. They're looking much better. I'm very happy with this edge, very happy with this edge. Haven't even touched this yet. So we're going to go visit that later. But once I was confident that I had this area in hand, I thought, okay, let's go back to another area that I know I need to change, and how to change it. And that is over here. I would like the family of colors in this area to be similar to these. So basically, from here to the left, I'm going to stick more with my cobalt blues, yellow ochre. I'll have a little ultramarine blue, but I'm not going to go with the deep purples. The colors may be interspersed with a bit of purple or closer to ultramarine blue, but mostly they'll be higher values. I'm going to, I've gone around the shed now and here, and I have to make sure that it's interesting enough, but it doesn't have to be too interesting. So this whole area is really going to go in the direction of these colors. So once I started to do that, another thing that sort of occurred to me, or became apparent, was that this shed now becomes stronger. Raising the value behind it has brought it to life, and I quite like it. The painting is a panorama, so it can easily, like this is so strong in here, this can easily it can easily be raised in value well, okay, chroma, I don't have to raise it. Raised in importance, I guess, compositionally is what I'm saying. So I'm very happy with that. If it were a deck of cards, my ace of spades is still around here. This is still only a, what, 8, 9 of spades, 10. It's not even a joker. You know what I mean, though? It can be strong without competing. I could even go stronger. And in fact, in the sky, I probably will, in certain areas, in variants of these colors. And then we'll have this less important. And oh, there's another thing. This block of structure here intrudes far more into the sky than any of this does. So as a result, the sky can be dumbed down quite a bit here because it's not that important. On this side, the sky has to be more important. I have to provide more content because these are all slowly dropping off and dipping down. So to balance that, I'm going to have more interest in the sky here, or more strength in the sky here, in order to balance this shed. We want balance. We don't want what's the word I'm thinking of? Anyway, We don't want equal balance. You could balance one side of a painting with negative space against the other side of the painting that has got positive, strong structure. Getting old here, I still can't think of the word I'm searching for. Yeah, so this will work out fine. This I can soften, put again, as I say, intersperse a few colors in here and there to make it somewhat interesting. Doesn't have to be too crazy. The most interesting part of the sky has to be here. And then my daughter popped by today, this afternoon, and we sat here for a chat, and she said, it's kind of odd. She said, I know this isn't in the focal area, but I keep being drawn to this little shed here, this little structure, this little pump house. And with the exception of this one, which is far off in the distance, so it's not as important, this is arguably the closest structure, man-made structure to us. And she says, I look at that thing, and it keeps looking back at me. And that's probably because, again, with the exception of this one, this is the only one that is facing exactly towards us. So she got kind of a kick out of it. And then we got into the whole, yeah, you stare into the abyss and the abyss stares back at you. So, it's okay, that'll change. Anyway, that's all I have so far. I'm going to be doing a lot of work. This is where I'm going to work next. I'm going to calm this down so I can focus back on this and then get to the cloud. The way the cloud is, the presentation of it, so far I like. It needs changes. If this gaping maw bothers you, and if the cloud bothers you, stop. Get help. We'll see you soon.